Chapter 44, A Night at the Bloody Bucket.
Joe and cross-eyed knife warrior make the trek into 7 Mile to look for Farah and Joe's brothers. The first place they think to try is a local dive bar called the Bloody Bucket. They arrive to find the parking lot completely full.
Hey, what's with all the cars, Joe?
Though Knife Warrior can only see shadows, he is skilled enough in his other senses to know these particular shadows are cars.
Don't know. I don't hang out in this. Holy guacamole!
What is it, Joe?
Look at the marquee.
There's no way I just heard what I just heard. Sometimes you just make my ass itch, Joe.
Sorry, buddy. I'll read it to you. Tonight only, Anthony Reno and the Big Bastard Band. Special guests, the Russian River Band.
Joe is more into Anthony Reno, but shit-kicking Knife Warrior prefers country and western.
Why in the love of $1 million bill is the Russian Rivers playing in this run-down shanty? They must be as confused as a fart in a fan factory, Joe.
Not sure. I remember when they performed free at the local coffee shops and such. Now look at them. They're big stars that they're playing with Anthony Reno and the Big Bastard Band.
Russian River Band got themselves a #1 hit, Joe. Slow Speed Chase.
Joe is still ducking and weaving, searching for a parking spot.
No, sir. Don't know such a song.
Just what in Hades you listening to these days? Nothing? You better not tell me you're still listening to that weird disco crap you always drove me crazy with, neither.
Hold on, you cross-eyed creep. Just 'cause I'm not spitting tobacco doesn't mean I don't tune into a little Willie now and then. Remember, I got old man living inside of me. Mr. Bennett's more to his liking.
Hell's bells, Joe. I sit in front of my radio just begging for some slow speed chase. We're in for a treat tonight. Woo!
Knife Warrior drums Joe's dashboard with his palms and taps his shit kickers on Joe's floorboard.
Tony Reno's an old buddy of mine. Do you know Tony?
Personally, I never met the guy, but I chopped a club owner's hands off with a meat cleaver once, though.
What in the herd is wrong with you? Is there any place in the entire world you haven't cut, sliced, diced, stabbed, or killed someone? Besides, what in the hell does chopping a man's hand off have to do with whether you know Tony Reno?
Well, kiss my go to hell. Thought you'd never ask, nosy. Tony's manager hired me to collect some funds from a club owner. Hey, it's not my fault that Highflutener wore diamonds on both hands. I whacked him faster than green grass passes through a goose. I was meaning to leave him with a hand, but I wasn't sure where my cut was coming from.
Joe just shakes his head like always.
Do me a favor. Try not to stab anyone this evening, okay?
Knife Warrior stretches a grin across his face.
I do my best, Puddin'.
They finally make it to the Bloody Bucket's entrance, where they are greeted by the doorman.
Tickets, please.
A large bouncer wearing a wife beater stands lurking in the doorman's shadow with his arms crossed, flexing his bulging muscles for Joe and Knife Warrior to see.
Tickets, please.
Tickets? What tickets? We ain't riding no fancy merry-go-round at a carnival or nothing. Who licked the red off your candy? What in the hell we need a ticket at a bar for?
No ticket, no ride. We're way over capacity as it is.
You're as windy as a sack full of farts. Lord knows you can't help from being ugly, but you sure could have stayed home.
Joe decides to go easy on the doorman.
We don't have tickets. I just need to talk to someone for a minute.
No tickets? Then you can wait in that long no-ticket line winding around that building. But trust me, nobody will miss Tony Reno and the Big Bastards. You fellas might want to purchase a ticket next time. I'm sure there are plenty of tickets for the kiddie rides at the carnival in the next town over.
Didn't I hear you say you're way over capacity?
I know I didn't stutter. Stuttering makes me sound stupid. My mouth's not like your friend's goofy-looking eyes. My mouth works as designed. Nothing has changed in the last 30 seconds. However, just in case you forgot your hearing aids, I will repeat myself. We're still way over capacity.
I'm sure my perfectly designed ears heard this establishment is not adhering to the state's fire code laws. Guess I'll truck on over and see if Freddie the fire marshal's sitting at home with his old hound Fletcher this evening.
Go ahead. I'm sure Fletcher likes company. But if my well-designed memory serves me right, Freddie and his wife cleared themselves a path front and center stage about a half an hour ago.
Okay, you got me there. But I'll just bet these underage split tails I've witnessed entering this adult, alcohol-driven establishment won't sit well with my upper echelon friends at the old courthouse. So now, if you try hard enough, I'm sure you'll find a tiny little corner somewhere in this overcrowded, child-serving, not-to-code palace where a friend and I can hitch a horse or two.
Joe fishes Knife Warrior for a compliment.
What do you believe, Mr. Indiana? Do you suppose this well-spoken, non-stuttering gentleman can squeeze two goofy-looking degenerates like us in tonight?
Here's what I suppose. Mr. Dorman could start an argument in an empty house. I'm tired of you two's immature, dick-swinging sword fight. That's what I suppose. Time for Mr. Dorman to roll out the red carpet for us two fine, respectable gentlemen. Watch and learn, Joe.
The doorman crosses his arms.
I know what you're thinking. Does he have one dagger? Or does he have two daggers? Tell you the truth, through all your pun about my goofy eyes, kind of lost track of myself. So, ask yourself this one question. Do you feel unlucky, pumpkin? Well, do you, pumpkin? Am I dirty or am I hairy, pumpkin?
I'm impressed. Now knock it off, movie star, and do something.
The doorman gets impatient and taps his toe, unknowingly giving Knife Warrior a target. Knife Warrior delivers two daggers faster than a rattlesnake strike, clear through the tops of the doorman's feet, sticking him to the old, condemned wooden floor.
Ah! Damn! Ah!
Lordy! Looks like I had two daggers, pumpkin.
Looks more like squash to me.
With a wave and a smile, the bouncer motions Joe and Knife Warrior through the door as the doorman continues squealing like a piglet removed from its mother's teat.
You fine gentlemen will not be needing a ticket this evening. Please enjoy tonight's entertainment. Compliments of the house.
Knife Warrior pulls his daggers from the doorman's feet.
Wow! Shit!
Why are you so sad? Chevrolet stopped making trucks?
Knife Warrior politely thanks the doorman for rolling out his personal display of red carpet. He wipes the blood onto the doorman's bright, white, shiny coat. The bouncer watches the doorman doing the bunny hop.
Why in the heck did you let them in?
You stupid little weasel. Did you not know that was Big Joe Turner?
The doorman slowly lifts his eyes from his blood-filled shoes.
Yeah, Big Joe motherfucking Turner. I quit. If shit goes bad around here tonight, someone's gonna die, and it ain't gonna be me.
The bouncer made the wise decision to call the evening done. Unfortunately for him, Anthony Reno's bus driver was pulling through and ran the big intelligent feller over.